ever had one of those days where by 4 p.m. your brain just refuses to cooperate? You've been productive all morning. You've handled emails, meetings, decisions, but suddenly you're staring at your screen like it's written in Sanskrit. And then someone asks, "What should we do for dinner?" And you want to cry. Congratulations. You've just met decision fatigue. It's not you. It's not lack of willpower. It's neuroscience. And today I'm going to tell you what's really happening in your brain, how to stop wasting energy on low value decisions, and how to finish your day with your sanity and spark still intact. Welcome back, my friends, to the Her Boss Brain podcast. And to those who are listening for the first time, I'm Pallavi Jain, and I'm so excited for you to join us today. A few years ago, I had a colleague who was always sharp and positive in the mornings. The person you actually wanted to have your 9 a.m. meeting with. But by 3:30, it was like her operating system crashed. She'd open her inbox, stare at it, and literally say to me, "I think my brain just logged out." At the time, we would laugh. But now I know her brain literally was out of fuel. Now, every time you make a decision, from what to wear to how to reply to a chat message, your prefrontal cortex, the decision making part of your brain, uses glucose. Think of it like a phone battery. So the more you decide, the more it drains. By late afternoon, your brain is running on 2%. And just like your phone on low battery, it starts shutting down your non essential apps. In our case, like patience, clarity, empathy. And now add to that your dopamine cycle, which is your motivation peaks in the morning and it dips in the afternoon. And it's no wonder even simple decisions start to feel like heavy lifting. So you don't need to be more disciplined. You need to be more strategic with your decisions. And that's your aha for today. Your energy doesn't get drained by doing, it gets drained by deciding. Here's my personal favorite example. I once spent 15 minutes one night debating whether to watch a Netflix documentary or a comedy special. 15 minutes. Now, by the time I decided, I was too tired to watch either. I literally decision fatigued myself out of relaxation. And that's when I realized this is what we do to ourselves all day long, don't we? Tiny, constant choices that drain our spark. Let me ask you this. Who here loves shopping at bulk stores like Costco? Now, I've actually used this example in my TED talk because it's brilliant. I love Costco because I'm not standing there choosing between 10 different types of butter or 12 types of milk. I grab the butter, I grab the milk, and I move on with my life. That's not accidental. That's their entire business model. Research shows that fewer choices reduces decision fatigue and actually increases purchases because our brains don't experience endless options as freedom. They experience them as mental exhaustion. In one classic study, shoppers were offered either 24 flavors of jam or just six. Now, a way more people stopped at the table with 24 options. But here's the twist. People were 10 times more likely to actually buy when there were only six choices. So when there are too many choices, the brain goes into overload. And instead of choosing, it often shuts down completely. And that's why you walk into a store knowing exactly what you want and you walk out with nothing or everything. And this isn't just about shopping. There's a reason highly accomplished people like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg wore basically the same outfit every day. It wasn't a fashion statement, it was brain strategy. They understood something powerful about their inner technology. Why spend precious mental energy on trivial decisions when you can reserve it for decisions that actually move the needle? So I want you to pause and think for a moment. What are these tiny repetitive decisions you make every single day? And how could you pre-decide or simplify them? Because here's the truth. If you're thinking that's not me, I don't struggle with decision fatigue, there's a very high probability that you do. You just haven't been calling it that. Because think again, okay? Has this ever happened to you that you finally sit down to make the important decision? You've been procrastinating, you have your phone in hand, and you end up opening TikTok, reorganizing apps, Googling, why do avocados ripen so fast? The decision still not made. So ask yourself, where is your brain spending energy every single day without your permission? Because this is what I mean by leading from within. You arrive in awareness, you take responsibility for how you spend your mental energy and make a conscious choice instead of letting your brain bleed power all day long. So here's a fun challenge. Take a moment today and notice one decision that drained you more than it should have. That's decision fatigue in real time, and even better, share it with us here. Now, the important section is we understand all of this. So, what to do about that? So, here's how to protect your brain power and reclaim your clarity. Okay. Tool number one, decision batching. Make similar decisions together. Handle emails in one block, plan meals once for the week, schedule all meetings on specific days. Because each switch between these tasks costs glucose. Batching saves your brain bandwidth for what actually matters. Tool number two, the three big rocks rule. We have talked about this before, but start your day by naming your three big rocks, the top priorities that truly move the needle. Everything else, they are pebbles and sand. Do the rocks first, and you'll end your day with a sense of accomplishment instead of depletion. Number three, if then planning. You've heard me talk about this before. It's one of the simplest neuroscience hacks. So create pre-decisions so your brain can rest. Example, if it's 3 p.m. and I'll feel foggy, then I'll take a 5-minute walk. If I finish a big task, then I'll stretch before opening my inbox or scrolling social media. This automates your routine and preserves your mental energy. So here's a 60-second mental reset you can do anytime you feel tired. Okay? Pause, whatever you're doing. Close your eyes and take 3 slow breaths. And then ask yourself, what's the one next thing that truly matters? That question instantly re engages your prefrontal cortex, your brain CEO, and brings you back to focus. So, next time you hit that 4 p.m. slump, remember, you're not lazy, your brain's just out of fuel. Save your mental energy for decisions that build your life, not for what to wear, eat, or binge watch. So, repeat after me. Save your brain for what matters, not for what to have for lunch. Because when you lead your mind well, it will follow you everywhere. That's what it means to truly lead from within. Now, if this episode made you rethink how you use your mental energy, share it with a friend who's been feeling mentally drained, or better yet, forward it to your boss so they know why no one should schedule serious decisions after 4 p.m. And if you're a leader or organization looking to move your teams from stress and exhaustion to clarity, productivity, and calm, I'd love to bring the Lead from Within workshop to your workplace. Reach out and we'll customize an experience that fits your culture and real world challenges. And for my women leaders, entrepreneurs, executives, super jugglers, if you're ready to stop running on empty and start leading your life with intention, doors are opening soon for the Rewired Women Journey in January 2026. Come join us. When you learn how to use your inner technology to your advantage, you stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter and you start leading your life like a boss by being on self start. Check out the links below, apply, and reach out to me. I'm here to support you any way I can. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next week.